the Geeks and Joysticks podcast YouTube channel. Let's talk about the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I am your host, Enterprise. With me, as sometimes me Padawan.
Yeah, fucking feel it.
A la virga, mi compas fucking juiced on something. You had some blue milk or something, bro? You good?
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, let's get right into Obi-Wan Kenobi, bro. There's a lot to chew on. There's a lot to debate. There's a lot to talk about. A lot.
I just remember the image of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan?
Yeah, Ewan McGregor with a mustache and a sombrero.
Hell yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
So, of course, we're talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi TV miniseries on Disney Plus that ended today, basically, about the Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi that watches over young Luke Skywalker and evades the Empire's elite Jedi hunters during his exile on the desert planet of Tatooine. I don't like that description at all because they don't even touch upon, he barely watches over Luke. He watches literally over Leia the whole time. Is that kind of a spoil?
Who gives a fuck?
I'm saying going in, I didn't know that I was going to get as much Leia as we did. And I'm not complaining. I enjoyed it very much.
I didn't.
You didn't enjoy Leia?
I didn't enjoy the fucking thing.
You didn't enjoy the whole thing?
No.
Oh, shit. Well, give me your overall thoughts. Así nomás una pasadita, bro.
Una pasadita, güey. The writing, the writing was fucking trash.
Oh, shit. Okay.
The directing was the same. I mean, there was dialogues where they felt like one-liners. I felt no passion whatsoever.
Yeah,
they were characters.
I do agree. The dialogue was very, very predictable. I knew what everybody was going to say before they say it. I do agree with you on that.
And well, I don't know if you want us to get into it right now.
Not yet.
Okay. The fight scenes or the fight choreographies were okay. I'm as average a person as you're ever gonna find. You know this.
In what sense?
In my understanding of things.
Oh, okay.
How I view the world. I'm as that. You've known me for years.
Yeah. You're on the spectrum. Let's just say it like that.
Yeah.
And
I got fucking tamales, man.
You see? There you go.
Asperger's. ADHD and motherfucking. Anyway, I'm as average as they get. And even I could tell that the fight choreographies were horrible.
You thought so, really?
Oh yes. Oh my god. Dude. The fact that
I can hear you keep grasping at your face.
Wait, yes, wait. I'm struggling not to flip the table. So
shit. Okay.
The fact that I could see they were aiming exactly at the lightsabers and not at the person. It flipped me way. It made me angry.
Damn.
And by the end, I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck. Okay. 2, the series, it had some interesting stuff in it. I'm not going to say it didn't have good shit, because it did.
Okay.
But the bad overweighs the good so much that I can't for the life of me say that I like the series.
You were against the Book of Boba.
Yes.
I was. Okay, yeah. I was not pissed off on it, but you can.
I was a detractor of the Book of Boba.
Yeah, and you can hear Felix's passion on the regarding the whole Star Wars universe, right? I'm more like a casual dude, right? I say this every time.
Yup.
So I was very curious to see if you thought this was worse, better, or the same as Book of Boba.
Oh, that's worse. It's fucking worse. Because I actually give a fuck about Obi-Wan. I actually gave a fuck.
But wouldn't that make because you give a fuck about Obi-Wan, you cared more about what happens than what happened you didn't like.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought this was better than the Book of Boba. It's a little bit more interesting. More stuff happens. Yes, there's a lot of what decisions throughout the whole thing, but overall, I don't think it's that bad. We're going to be in complete disagreements. It sounds like you want to light it on fire, but I don't think it's that. And again, that's what happens with the Star Wars fans. And Felix is not even a giant Star Wars fan.
No.
And I think isn't this being dragged?
Oh, wait.
Machine, right?
Macizo, way.
Yeah.
It's being dragged through the mud worse than the Book of Boba by a lot of people. Ooh. And I haven't seen like full on reviews for the things. Yeah. I've just seen like play by play, like watch alongs.
Yeah.
And the watch alongs are even more exciting. No, they're exciting compared to the series. They're funnier. The banter between the people is better than series.
Well, those are real people. There's not
exactly, and it bumped me out a lot because even we got per episode at least 2 writers.
It's this easy to. This is by far the one that has the better cast, right?
Yes.
From the 3 series, we got Ewan McGregor, we got Hayden Christensen, which is not like, oh fuck, but it was kind of cool to see him come back. Yeah. We see Sue Kang, aka el pinche vato del Fast and Furious. James Earl Jones, el Fast and Furious guy. Chinito.
Oh, Simon.
Asian guy. Even though he's from Gainesville, Georgia. He literally is.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
James Earl Jones, obviously lending his voice. Kumail Nanjiani, O'Shea Jackson. There's a bunch of, like, the cast is extensive and with a lot of recognizable names. Mm-hmm. Including Joe Edgerton, which, how the fuck did he look younger here than the prequels? Which
I don't know. That was amazing.
Timeline wise, it makes sense, but did they use any de-ager thingy on him?
I think.
If they did, I couldn't tell.
Me neither.
So the cast is pretty dope. And again, this story takes the timeline is in between the 3rd and 4th episode of the whole series. And the more they were recapping the story of the prequels, which they do in the beginning, I realized that as much as the prequels is about Anakin, it's also about Obi-Wan's.
Yeah. He
goes through a lot of arcs, kind of, even though tone-wise he speaks the same, but that wasn't his fault. But he goes through he was a Padawan, then he becomes a master, and then he loses his master. There's a lot of story within the prequels. It's not only like Anakin and how he turns into Darth. There's a lot of Obi-Wan story in the prequels, which we've already covered here on the channel. Make sure you go check those out on the list.
I mean, was Obi-Wan a Grandmaster? Because I remember both of them being part of the council, but Anakin not being a master per se.
No, I don't think so. Because here, I mean, you can technically say Anakin never became a master.
No,
but Vader did. So I don't know. It's a little. We get that division in the series.
Anakin kind of did, but not really, because he had a Padawan, Ahsoka. He did. I think he was a master, but not a Grandmaster.
Okay, fair.
I don't remember. Goddamn.
Visually, I think this is the worst looking one out of 3. It may be because it's the settings. Like, the settings don't explore crazy new planets like Mando does, or even Book of Boba.
Like the fucking Halo in the Mando episode in Book of Boba Fett look way better than this whole series.
Yeah, but again, it could be because they don't really go anywhere. Right? Where do they go? They don't go anywhere. They're inside of a cave, and then they're fighting outside the cave.
Yep.
All of the bad guys were gave me more of a Power Ranger vibe than a Star Wars. None of them were scary or cool. Not even the Grand Inquisitor. You know who I found the most terrifying?
Who?
Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, sí es cierto.
When he captures Leia. He was the scariest one for me. A drummer from a band.
He felt more of a bad guy.
Yeah, he's like a mangy bad guy just trying to get credits and steal a little girl because, but I don't want to keep calling him a Chinito. The 5th brother, his makeup was okay, but he kicked, and then the Grand Inquisitor especially gave me like 90s Power Ranger vibes, bien cabrón, güey.
Well, because is it maybe because of the uniform they have?
It's just the makeup, and visually I wasn't a huge fan.
I mean, I think Han was the most interesting one of the bunch.
Yeah,
but that's about it.
Is the
That's
Grand
where
Inquisitor?
it starts and ends.
Is that Grand Inquisitor guy? Is he littered throughout any of the other properties at all?
He's in Rebels.
Okay,
and he has and his role in Rebels is dope. Okay. Even his death is like his last words they do resonate. They're way better.
Okay. I guess just translated into live action, it didn't go, and I wasn't buying it from the jump. Speaking of not buying it, we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of why this whole thing is a meh. We're going to pile on her, but I want to try to just keep it into this section. However long we go, hopefully we leave her alone after, right?
Okay. And can I issue a disclaimer from my part?
Sure. I'm nervous.
I do not know how Moses Ingram acts. This is the first time I've seen her.
We're talking about Inquisitor Reva.
Yes.
Yes.
So I don't know if she's a good actress. I don't know if she's a bad actress. I haven't seen her in anything before.
Never seen her in anything before, neither, bruh.
So
apparently she was in Queen's Gambit.
And I've heard that she's good in that. Yeah. I do not know. So let's start.
Okay. The reason why we're tiptoeing a lot is because a lot of trolls online, well, one specifically, it became news because Star Wars fans were yelling at her and saying mean things at her. So racist trolls were calling her a diversity hire and saying that she won't be remembered or loved. And obvious support came raining down on her. And yeah, fuck the trolls, but I am going to say I'm not a fan of that character. Like, I don't care about that character, you know?
Mm-hmm. And again, not to diss the actress, I completely blame this on the writing, and the directing, because for fucking God's sake, she was terrible.
Case in point, right? Why we shouldn't attack all we shouldn't attack the actors in this in these situations, right?
No.
Case in point, look at Hayden. He got all the hate in the world from the prequels, and everybody's like, pretty cool in the D1. I don't think anybody's bitching and complaining about Hayden Christensen's acting in this series at all. I thought he was great.
Me too.
And what's the difference? The direction and the writing. So it's not on the actor. All this negative shit that we're about to rain on, it's not on Moses Ingram. It's going to be on the Inquisitor Reva. I did not like that character. Okay? As an actress, she could be good. I have not seen her in anything else, right? But there are different ways of saying she's a diversity hire. And that diversity hire comment comes when you make obvious diversity hires, and you make so many of them, that when they're not diversity hires, they get called diversity hires. Disney, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So let's not try to change everything. Diversity hire is almost like something that they were pushing for in Hollywood, but now that it's happened is a negative thing. So it's very confusing on that part. Do you want to be a diversity hire? No, right? But you want Disney to hire diversity. So it's a confusing bullshit thing that doesn't serve the character at all whatsoever. I don't care what color the character is. I don't care what she looks like or anything of that. I care that the character just didn't do anything for me at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It was, at first I thought, okay, let's see if she has range, because first time we see her, she is mad, but
yes,
like enraged. And that's her whole character.
Yeah.
She's just fucking angry.
Yes.
And I really, really hope that she had a bit more range, but no. Her shit-eating face was pissing me off.
Because you didn't understand her motivation, and her motivation doesn't come until later in the series.
And it makes no what's this comedian's name? Pete something?
Davidson?
No. It makes no fucking sense. Have you seen that clip?
No, I don't think so.
Well, it goes perfectly with this, because even when you get the quote unquote her quote unquote motivations,
Yeah.
they make no fucking sense.
No.
And
I didn't understand something towards the end that we'll get after spoilers that I'm gonna have, because you saw it twice. I'm gonna need you to explain it to me. I didn't understand why she was doing some things towards the end. So her motivation is not strong enough. We don't relate to her. We don't feel sorry for her, you know.
And her
the obsession is annoying.
Wait, I could kind of understand it with if that obsession was Vader when he knew that Obi-Wan was near. Okay, I could get it if it was Vader. Even that is a stretch. But this bitch, and again, she's supposed to be an Inquisitor. Inquisitors are not Sith Lords. They're not as strong as a Jedi by far.
Right.
And they're even weaker than a Sith Lord.
And they were making her super OP when she was like with the people.
Oh my God, she was the best. She was the strongest.
Yeah. It just felt like it didn't go. It didn't feel warranted. It didn't feel like she deserved that.
No. And she was even stronger than a lot of people. She stood her ground, which was like the tipping point for me was like, okay, I hate her. I don't like her. I dislike her. And then there was this point where I said, you know what? I'm just kind of hate watching this for you.
So the character is just missing that main villainous it factor, you know? I just don't believe her. I don't care what she has to do. I don't care what she does. I don't care what she feels. Again, she feels more like a pest than an antagonist.
Yes.
She's annoying. You're in the way. Quítate, way. Get the fuck out of the way. That's what I felt about her. Not like, oh, damn, like we're in the way, but you're like doing a good job. Like I would say Homelander. Homelander's in the way in that show. But I wouldn't want that actor to go away because he's so fucking good, and the character is written brilliantly, and everything. Like he's one step ahead, but we'll get into that review when we do. He's also in the way, but the way that's written and the way that's done is night and day compared to this, you know?
Oh, yes.
And I feel like she was already coming in at negative points.
Oh yeah,
because she's a human bad guy.
She was lost from the get-go.
Because she's a human bad guy in Star Wars. So that's already like, okay, que pedo. Because bad guys in Star Wars have to be cool and interesting. And this character is not. Or she has to have a cool thing. Even the lightsabers. They gave her all the lightsabers. Even I was like, wait, what the fuck? She had one lightsaber that did all the things that I've ever seen a lightsaber do. She did the fucking thing where real fast that the one guy, Cucaracha guy, does. She did the dual wielding shit. She did all the lightsabers ever, and I'm like, who are you? And what did you deserve? What did you do to deserve all this? You know?
And I remember by watching Rebels, by playing Jedi Fallen Order. And correct me if I'm mistaken, but every Inquisitor had the same fucking lightsaber. The one with the rounded hilt is double-sided, and it spins, which is one of the stupidest thing I've ever seen. But it spins.
But it's cool.
But
stupid, but
yes, it is
especially in a
flashy.
Yeah,
and it plays well on screen.
Yeah,
it's stupid as all hell.
Yeah,
but it kind of fits with the craziness, you know. And she got like the Swiss Army lightsaber.
Yeah.
And that was just piling on all the shit.
Everything she did, everything she said, it was like, ugh, you know? You don't want to say ugh when you see a villain. You want to say, oh shit.
Yes.
And be scared, which is what you do, like with fucking Vader, right? Every time he was on, he was like, oh shit. He just fucking grabbed a spacecraft full of people out of the fucking air and held them there for a good 15 fucking seconds. Holy shit.
Which I also kind of, it is a little gripe, but it's nothing compared to all this shit.
What's wrong with that? He can't hold the ship for a second?
Oh no, it's not that he can hold it, because he's not suggested, but it is stated that he's one of the strongest Force users to ever exist.
Fucking Vader, bro.
Yeah, but it retroactively contradicts a lot of stuff because in was it fucking Empire Strikes Back? He goes into the hangar right as the Millennium Falcon is taking off. Why didn't he do that? Why didn't he grab the Falcon, grounded it, and started ripping his tits off? Because he could have done that.
Did he know that that Luke was his son by then?
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe that's why. I don't know. They've written themselves in a corner because so much shit has happened before this that it has to make sense, and it's really tough for all of it to make sense, and you can. But again, you have nerds like Felix that are gonna pick and choose and and say, why did it work here? You know, it's just so much content that has to come together, almost impossible. So I try not to be like, but this happened over there. But I mean, if Star Wars geeks can do it, the people who are writing the fucking thing should be able to. So at the same time, I'm kind of like, do your fucking homework.
I'm one of the average Star Wars fans.
Right.
There's way more heated fans out there. And I was talking about this with a friend. The whole series, we felt that it would have been better if it delved deeper into fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. Not this, my daughter Leia was kidnapped. Go get her. And she was kidnapped again. Go get her again. Oh shit, you know what? They got her again. Go get her again. That was the whole show. And it pissed me off. This show should have been diving deep into it should have been, I think, like a character study.
Yeah.
What happened after he left Mustafar and left Anakin burning on the side of the fire beach? What happened with him? What is going through his mind? Does he have PTSD? How does he feel about Order 66? How does he feel about Anakin turning to the dark side? There's a lot of stuff you could have delved and experimented.
He didn't know about Anakin until he was told, kind of. He was told.
Fuck. Which was also stupid as fuck because he already... Okay, granted, he left Anakin for dead.
Right.
So okay, yeah.
But can they sense each other?
No.
But how can he sense? He could sense Luke is being messed with the black, like...
That was also a stupid thing.
And then, can they sense each other or not?
Dude, they're doing things with the Force. Remember Han Solo saying, that's not how it works? That's what every one of us is saying at this point. That's not how the Force works. Because in Star Wars, in the OG movies, Vader says, oh shit, I'm feeling something that I haven't felt for a long time, which is Obi-Wan, when that fight happens and Vader kills Obi-Wan, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But it's not like, oh shit, Obi-Wan is here. No. He was like, I'm feeling something that I felt before, because the feeling of Force users has to do with a deep connection. Not, oh, I'm all the way in the other side of the galaxy and I feel something. I'm like, oh shit, I'm duking it out. No, mames, no way.
They did that a lot of times. Like he kept sensing each other, and if you can sense, and then how did Obi-Wan not know that Anakin didn't die if they can sense each other?
Exactly, and when Reva said, "Oh, Anakin is alive. Did you not know this?" It was like, okay, it's okay, but Obi-Wan not knowing that Anakin is Darth Vader, in the Revenge of the Sith movie, he sees Anakin killing kids and pledging allegiance to
but he thinks he's
Emperor.
Dead.
No, that's why I say, granted, he left him for dead, so I get why that's a shock.
Are we done? I'm not done throwing shade at this lady. So before we proceed,
can go away.
I got a little bit more left. Sorry.
Do it. Smear that character in the mud.
Yeah, because she was only there to oppose, and she was even opposing Vader. So it's like, who the fuck? Again, I kept saying, who the fuck are you? Wait, you're just annoying.
In the OG movies, one dude kind of fucked up. Vader killed his ass.
Got fucking death grip or whatever the fuck.
And and this bitch fucked up royally.
Yeah.
And to his face.
So we might be into spoil territories now. I'm gonna throw it up just so in case we say something fucked up. Again, I just simply didn't buy what she was trying to sell. And after they revealed her intentions, like we were talking about, it was already too late. I didn't care. She's not a compelling character. Besides, why would Vader spare her? I was yelling at the TV, fucking kill her, just so I don't have to see the character anymore. She's not special. She's not. She doesn't have nothing to appreciate. I didn't buy her. Didn't care.
I thought that was badass when Vader was like, "You fucked it up," and I'm like, "Oh shit, he's gonna do something."
But he didn't. What's with these people walking away half-assed? They did that the whole series. Kill them, chop the fucking head off, dog, and kick the fucking head away.
I mean,
apparently
at the end,
people can keep coming back if you cut him half. Didn't they do that to Homeboy and he came back? He was cut in half.
Yeah, Darth Maul was cut in half in his rage.
No, the other guy, the Inquisitor.
I'll fucking see a Grand Inquisitor. That was
he got cut. He got sliced in half by the lady, and then
he was just stabbed through the heart,
which is worse.
He was still alive.
He was just like, you can't do shit, man.
And this stupid cunt.
And they just left her there too.
Yeah, she got stabbed twice.
Yeah, and she still has the strength to go off and. That was the part I didn't understand.
Still lives weight.
I didn't understand. I was
what?
Well, I guess we'll circle back around just to give her a break. Back to the Leia thing. I thought that the whole Leia thing was cool because I never thought I would be. I never thought I was going to get to see little Leia. And the more that they kept showing the relationship between them, that's another thing that they're kind of running into a corner with, because you're gonna have to. They never explained that relationship in the OGs. They never saw each other, and we're like, oh Ben, how's it going, bro? You remember when you fucking saved me when I was 10? Like,
and the OGs then don't know each other,
right? So that part was a little weird. I did think that it was gonna be for an episode that he goes and gets her, and then. But then that whole thing just kept going and going and going and going, and then it basically turned into Mando. Basically turned into Mando with the little girl, and then him trying to do this thing with the little girl. Like, okay,
but it got to a ridiculous point where every time he had her, she was taking again. She was taken and taken and taken and taken.
Well, she's important.
I was like, bitch, get her. Cabron, get her.
It's a child.
No, Obi-Wan's. Get her to her fucking father.
Well, there was reasons why he couldn't. He was trying. I get it. I get
was kind of stupid.
I get it. I kind of get it.
That was. She was cute as all fuck.
See what?
But there was points where I just want to kick her in the face.
Why?
But hard, like drop kick her, cabron. Cause oh shit. Oh sorry. Because there was when they were in the alley and the second episode when you're the reason I'm here. They wanted me to get to you. How the bitch? You're 9. How the hell do you know this? How can you put? You don't know anything. You don't know nothing. How can you put together all this fucking plot and I'll say, oh no, you're a bad guy. No, pendeja. What you're supposed to want is go to your fucking daddy. That's all you're supposed to want right now.
Yeah. Well, she did kind of want to do that, but it was just a lot of obstacles in the way.
And how is this kid not traumatized?
She's chilling because she's tough. It's Leia. She's got superpowers of the Force. I'm in. Here's another thing, because this didn't add up neither, right? So Leia is 10. Right?
Yeah, yep.
You could say that the birth of Leia and Luke marks the when the Order 66 started, right?
Yep.
It's fair to say.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
So it's 10 years between that and this.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
When they do the flashbacks of the Reva chick, she's a little child.
Yep.
If you add 10 years to that, how old is she? 19?
19, 20. Yeah.
She looked 30 fucking 5.
Oh yeah, that was fucked up.
That part, I was like, wait, what? When they did the flashback, I was like, no, you were already fucking 20 years old, 10 years old. Get the fuck out of my face. Am I supposed to buy that she's 19 years old?
Again.
Does it make sense?
No.
Didn't make sense.
Because
it's a lot to try to put piece together, but and they didn't do it, so I don't think we should bother.
Pete Holmes. Pete Holmes is a.
I think I know who you're. I think it's the same guy that I was picturing when you said.
Yeah.
I did like Obi-Wan's little Engage device that he had to talk to people. His little cell phone that looked like a little Engage.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
That was dope. It's always so fucking dope to see Darth in any facet. You know, that iconic voice. They better do something with James Earl Jones, like have him say every word in the dictionary so you can be able to say whatever you want later down the line with computers, because
You can already do that.
I'm pretty sure
He was not in this movie, in this series.
he was.
They used technology. Well, I fucking forget the name.
You sure?
But they used,
No, he's credited.
Because it's his voice. But they use the computer thing where you talk and the computer turns your voice into Darth Vader.
Sure? Because I was reading that he was in the shit, but maybe they made
There was points where I was like, okay, this sounds like him, because Darth Vader has some inflection. He does some weird stuff with some words that is pretty cool, and it like accentuates a lot of stuff. And I did feel some of these things in the series when he was in, but there were moments where I just thought he was flat as a board Seaway. It had no inflection, no emotion, no nothing.
It could be the computer.
He was just talking like this. I was that also pissed me off.
I didn't think of that. I didn't think that was that. I didn't feel that,
because it was strange that sometimes he had cool inflection. You could sense his anger, and in the other ones he was talking like this.
Yeah, but still, again, it does feel kind of cool to see Vader in any facet, no matter what. He's the greatest villain of all time, right?
Yep.
So in him and the Joker, it's gonna always be him versus the Joker. Any villain of all time, the most dastardly motherfucker ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even to see Hayden fighting Obi-Wan, that battle you can't say was not cool. You didn't
the last one?
No, when they're training.
That felt weird.
Well, they're training.
Something was off.
In what way? The movements or what?
Yeah, the movements, how they fought. It was cool. I'm not gonna say that it wasn't, because it felt like home, kind of. But there was something off. There's something that kept bugging, and I still don't know what it is. But something kept bugging me. I
thought it was cute and a little nostalgic. I'm like, oh, nice, felt cool.
Oh yeah,
him being good.
And I'm not dissing that nostalgia thing, because I felt cool. It felt warm and fuzzy.
Yeah. Him being the sickest bastard of all time in the village was great. When Vader comes down and he's messing with the people from the village and like searching for Obi-Wan the first time.
Oh shit, Simon.
That was scary and dope. Their first encounter is pretty fucked. When he drags them through the coals.
Well,
why did that piss you off? Because they nerfed Obi-Wan and it made no sense tampoco?
It made no fucking sense that they nerfed.
I didn't know you can lose levels as being a fucking Jedi.
Dude, you can't. That's the thing. That's why people were so pissed off. We were so pissed off when Luke shut himself from the Force in the sequels. That was one of the stupidest moves ever.
But I guess you can do it. It's something that can happen, and Obi-Wan chose to do that. We can't fucking bitch and complain about decisions that characters make.
But if you would have said that, okay, Obi-Wan is fidgety with his powers because after the war, after what he did, after what he experienced,
it's been 10 years.
10 years of
not doing anything.
Hardcore people. Not doing anything, because once you master something, it comes second nature. But like all the PTSD of everything that he's lived through during the Clone Wars, it would have, if they went deeper in that, it would have made a little bit more sense that he was nerfed.
Yeah.
And all that fight, the first fight with Vader, it pissed me off, because
I just didn't like seeing Obi-Wan being weak. That was my issue. It's just because it just didn't feel right.
Dude, you saw Obi-Wan beat Anakin's ass at his prime.
Yeah.
At his prime.
So it just didn't feel it just doesn't feel. So then in turn, Anakin has been training his powers throughout these 10 years?
Looks like, yes. Because he's been doing shit for the Emperor. Again, it makes sense is that he's becoming stronger because
I've never seen Vader train.
Me neither.
He just digi-evolves into Vader, and then he knows everything, and he's the shit.
He's the baddest motherfucker ever.
So, okay, I don't want to pick at it because I don't want to be a fucking nerdy Star Wars guy. But again, a lot of the things kind of don't fucking make sense. Okay, a little Star Wars question, right?
Okay.
So why don't the gun technology progress?
What do you mean?
The guns have always been exactly the same throughout the whole series. That covers, what would you want to say, 30 years? Right?
Sounds about right.
So gun technology in the Star Wars land doesn't progress. The bullets are still slow enough that you can literally bat them back to you with a lightsaber.
That is in part. Well, that's big. A big part of that is because of the Force, because it helps. It's okay. It's
being held back by the Force.
No, it helps Jedi and Sith be steps ahead of any normal human, because it's kind of
the bullets do.
No, the Force.
The blasters.
So it's kind of a premonitory, like a premonition type thing, where they can kind of see or feel the Force helps them see and anticipate those movements of the dudes firing the trigger and pow.
Simon.
Again, that's some magic shit that I don't want to get into because that's another rabbit hole.
I don't want to give you an aneurysm. You've already been ranting for 40 minutes.
See what? So it does make sense, but there's points again where we can't go episode through episode. When Obi-Wan is fighting 30 stormtroopers, he should have been dead with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. None of those hit him. It's like, okay, he can just bat him but he's weak, but he can do that. So then as a Sith Lord, I'm gonna be like, all right, the first we gonna do, right, other than bullet training for you all can hit the fucking target, right? We're gonna upgrade our fucking guns. We're gonna, I don't know, put a crystal in there to make it fucking fire faster or something. I don't think you'd even have to go that far. You can bombard the planet. Yeah.
You can have an orbital bombardment on that bitch and kill everything in it. You fuck up the resistance. You kill Obi-Wan. If you're
but it's no fun. It's no fun. You want to be a cat and mouse. You want to play with your food.
I get it.
Better know.
It's stupid. It's fucking dumb.
Okay, I buy it. I get it. I thought O'Shea Jackson looked really fatty. He got chunky.
He did. Did not know he was O.J. Jackson.
It's Ice Cube Jr., man.
Yeah, I did not know. I had to see it on a video. I was like, what? Word?
Awesome.
Shit.
Come on. So
because he didn't make the face.
No, because he can't. There's no that face in the Star Wars.
See,
you're lucky there's black people. You're lucky. So here's speaking of black people. This is the question I had. I didn't understand why she was going after Luke. I didn't get that. What did she gain from killing Luke that she ultimately wasn't able to do?
That way. Fuck that shit. Oh, bitch.
Don't just breathe. Explain. Put that on the stand.
Okay, because there was no reason she would have to come after Luke. She heard.
Yeah.
From the message.
Yeah.
Which was stupid to begin with.
That she.
Like, I haven't heard from you. But if I don't hear from you, I'm gonna go to Tatooine
and save the kid. And then she automatically put those pieces together that it was Owen.
Why? No, because I think he said Owen. Owen needs help. He's gonna need help with the kid.
Okay.
First of all, why did fucking Bail Organa send that message? Because he gave the biggest secret, allegedly, away. No.
Right. Okay, let's buy that. Again, what was her motivation towards attacking Luke? I still don't understand that.
Because she said, be justice. Justice
for what?
What? There's no reason to get justice. There's no reason she has to go to this planet to kill a kid she does not know.
For what? I still don't get it. What what are we doing?
For nothing. It's
get vengeance off of Vader for killing a kid that he doesn't know he has?
Dude, Even when, okay, let's eat the shit they're giving us. When she's gonna kill Luke, she can't because she's looking at herself.
After she'd been stabbed twice, after she ran through all Tatooine looking for him, and after they had a battle in the little hut, after she walked miles to the caves, and after she gets to him,
after
she can't do it.
Faced death itself in the face twice.
No, she don't have it in her.
And she stated clearly to Obi-Wan, you have no idea what I have done on my own. That's a statement.
Well, we don't want to see it, Disney. Do not show it to us. We don't give a fuck.
No.
Vader should have choked her ass out.
She should have ripped her apart.
Yeah.
But eating all that.
But
there's no reason. And she could not have killed a kid. Wait. Oh, a change of heart. I do not buy it.
You know why? Because that motherfucker is the key to the whole series, so he can't kill Luke. Again, going in at that battle, we knew Owen isn't going to die. We know that the wife, the auntie's not going to die. We know she's not going to do nothing to Luke. You know why? Because we've seen Star Wars before, and they're just chill, right? Maybe if Owen was missing an arm in the originals or some shit, maybe she chop off his arm. But we already know nothing's going to come of this altercation.
And it made no sense that she went and beat the uncles' asses because, okay, that was a whole fight. That was a whole fucking scene, a sequence. It made no sense that it shouldn't have lasted that long.
No.
She has the Force.
Yeah.
Because she's all powerful.
She can kill an Inquisitor, but Uncle Owen puts up a fight for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's say, she's hurt.
Yeah, she's hurt, but still, he's a fucking farmer, dog.
A normal human who can tap into the Force like she can gave her a fight.
Just inconsistencies that are ridiculously annoying.
Let's name this episode Pete Holmes. How about that?
Sure. I'll throw Pete Holmes. Whatever. What did you think about the face off at the end? I felt like that was kind of epic. No, you didn't like that either.
I liked parts of it a lot.
Yeah,
there were like a lot. There were parts of it that make no fucking sense. Wait,
like the chucking of the rocks. I didn't like. You can do that with the Force now.
I think it. I remember the joke they did on the sequels that said, "Oh yeah, the Force is used to lift rocks."
Yeah.
And I was like, that's stupid. But why didn't Obi-Wan do this when he was fighting Grievous? Why didn't Obi-Wan do this when he was fighting Anakin? Why didn't Obi-Wan do that when he was... And any other point in time? Why didn't he do that? There was parts... There were... Again, I am as average as they go. I know nothing about combat. And there were parts of it where I could clearly see, oh, wait, that's an opening. Hey, why did you turn your back on that? Why did you do this? Why did you... Okay, what the fuck? And then I wouldn't
want to see anything with your brain, bro. You torment yourself. I'm just like, oh, cool, they're just fighting. Like, I'm not even. It doesn't deserve for me to break it down that much. I'm just like taking it in as in stride, just watching them fight with laser sticks.
And the it was glow sticks. And the second time I watched the episode, I watched it like that.
Oh,
because the first time I was like, okay, that no. Vader could have killed you right there. Obi-Wan could have killed Vader, and this, and the second
and you knew he was gonna say like, "Oh, your powers are back." You just knew he was gonna say that.
Yes, the whole. Oh my God! And this was another thing.
Jesus Christ!
Darth Vader said, "Did you come to destroy me?" And Obi-Wan retorted, "I will do what I must."
Kill you.
Except kill you. There were so many chances Obi-Wan could kill you. And you can come back at me with, but he wanted to see if it could save his friend. That cancels itself off immediately after you remember, I will do what I must.
Unless it's kill you. So again, another inconsistency.
Now
I thought that him talking with half of the helmet was dope.
That was I really liked that scene a lot.
That part was cool.
Loved it
with his eye all red and he's still all pissed off and shit.
And that smirk he gives, I was like, oh.
I just
Darth,
wish that
smack me, please.
The conclusion of Darth was like, okay, I'm gonna leave Obi-Wan alone. But no, it was like, we must find him, and then yes, Lord Vader. Palpatine was like, yeah, leave him alone because. you're gonna win. You're gonna kill him at the end. Like, just leave him alone. Let's do something else.
And I love that Darth fought dirty. They were fighting and boom, he chucks a stone at Obi's feet. I was like, oh yeah, Darth, do it. And do it. And thank you for that. It made me laugh. And when he broke the ground, that looked dope.
Yeah, it looked cool when it was like dumping all these rocks. But then again, you can sense him in a ship, but you can't sense that he's not dead underneath a bunch of pile of rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
okay, sure. Whatever you say.
He sensed the surprise attack Obi did after that.
Yeah. He turned right around when he's supposed to. So it's like it works when you want it to. Either it does or it doesn't. Like,
why after this? Why did Obi-Wan and Reva think they could surprise attack him in the cave when he was turned the ass up off that ship? Because Reva tried to surprise attack him.
Right.
Why did they think that would work?
I would put the lightsaber up against him and then turn it on.
Exactly.
Not come with a and then yell bruh, you stupid.
The only thing that I liked about that sequence was that Vader was completely toying with her.
Yeah, he's a cat. He was cat and mouse playing with his food.
It was just in my head, Vader was just having fun. He was like, let's see what this bitch can do.
Messing around with her. So at the end, there's a very cool cameo from Qui-Gon.
Oh, I like that.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was nice. Like, I was here all along, you stupid dumb fuck.
And he says that they have ways to go. Where the fuck they going?
I think this is the part where Qui-Gon teaches Obi-Wan to be one with the Force, to be a Force ghost. Because being a Force ghost is like being the strongest you can be because you're one with the thing that gave you the power. So you're one with power.
So he's gonna go off to become one with the Force?
Yeah, that's why he lets himself be killed by Darth Vader in A New Hope, because he was like, okay, if I do this, I can still be alive through the Force and help Luke in his training.
Because Luke and Leia are around 18 and 20 years old during Episode 4. They're already 10. So from now, where the series ends, to the beginning of Episode 4, there's about a 10 max 8 to 10 year max gap between them. So whatever you're gonna do with the series has to fit in there. Well, everybody did, but the original idea and script for the show was to have Darth Maul be the bad guy instead of Darth Vader.
It would have been made way more sense.
I mean, not that it would have made more sense, but you could stretch out the Vader thing for season 2.
Well, it would make more sense because in Rebels, it does and it doesn't, because in Rebels, Darth Maul, I don't remember which season it is, but as the end of a season, Darth Maul goes to Tatooine because he finds out about Luke. So he goes to Tatooine, he finds Obi-Wan, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna do I'm gonna kill you, whatever, and Obi-Wan is really calm. As soon as Maul utters a word about Luke, Obi-Wan is like, okay, I'm not playing anymore. And in two moves, he kills Maul.
This is in what?
Star Wars Rebels. I'll send you the clip. In 2 moves, he kills Maul. Like it was nothing. And by the end, Maul says, I think he says something like, will he bring balance? And Obi-Wan says yes. So it's something like that.
What's the timeline of Rebels?
Oh, Rebels is that scene is right before A New Hope. So Obi-Wan is
so we can have something. So we can have something leading up to that with Darth Maul. No.
Yeah, it would have made more sense
in the second season. I mean.
Yes, but no, because Maul and the whole Rebels plot is right. That has a lot of Maul in it, and Maul and Obi-Wan do not meet until that fight. So it wouldn't make that much sense if Maul was like the bad guy in Obi-Wan. Now that I'm saying that out loud. Just sent you the clip.
I'm just trying to get rid of the Grand Inquisitor lady.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to see her ever again.
No. The fact, dude, Owen and Obi-Wan let her live. If somebody took your kid,
Yeah.
even if that person brought it back, you would tear his guts out through the hole in the chest. That was my first thought.
Yeah.
And they just look at her and leave her, and Obi-Wan lets her go.
They die. You die.
Exactly.
You die.
If you so much as talk back to my kid, I will slap you in the eye.
So there were, I mean, Christensen and McGregor want a second season.
Please no. Please don't.
You say no?
No.
Okay, I kind of agree. If it was Darth Maul, but you just gave an explanation as to why it could be or why it couldn't be or what we could do with it. If it's not Maul as a bad guy, then I don't want it. I just want Darth Maul as a bad guy. He's probably second best bad guy in the whole series, in the whole franchise.
Yeah,
right behind Vader,
easily. Darth Maul gained such a strong following after his first appearance.
Yeah. So he's almost Vader status. He's right underneath Vader out of all the Star Wars villains.
And like in strength wise, Vader is God compared to Maul.
Right. He's the evil. He's the devil. He's the opposite of good. But yeah, you have anything positive to say before we leave? You shat on it for a good 55 minutes.
It ended.
Shit. All right. I try to give both sides, but this is what happens. I swear to God, not all our reviews, all of our Star Wars reviews are basically this. The rest of it, not quite much.
And it pains me. It pains me because I remember a time where Star Wars didn't jade me like this.
Well, because you didn't care that much, maybe.
Because I was a Miquillo, that's why.
Exactly. Now that you're a grown-ass man, you're like, that's not how you're supposed to attack. It's a whole different idea. Right? But let us know what you guys thought about Obi-Wan Kenobi's on the Disney Plus. Did you like it? Did you watch it? Anything, all thoughts, please leave us down. Let us know down there in the comments down below. If you like these kind of reviews, also let us know, and you can support the channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing this very video. We're gonna have more. We have a bunch of lists coming. I'm hoarding a bunch of them, so I gotta start releasing some of these pretty soon. Those are really fun. I might start doing 2 videos a week. We'll figure it out. But you must subscribe to the channel so stay tuned to new videos, as well as listen to the podcast, the Geeks, Flicks, and Joysticks podcast on the Audio Realm, Stitcher, iVoox, wherever you listen to your shit. We're over there hanging out. I have a solo YouTube channel, EYEWAII, where I do reviews on video games. I just released one on A Plague's Tale Requiem. Please go and follow that. You can follow me personally at Enterprises, PAURAZAS, as well as a channel at Geeks, Flicks, and Joysticks on Insta, on the Facebook, on the wherever the fuck you want. We got a Reddit somewhere, as well as my ghostly friend, fucking Felix, the Force Felix, at Jafel91. Anything you want to say to the beautiful people? Pinche compa Felix.
Hello there.
Oh, you should have opened like that. Oh, it's a forever. May the Force be with you, and you do you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.